excited to be here, you guys. This is awesome. Photo City, a very strangely decorated place. A place that makes no sense. Hello, Dennis. You're alone in the front. Perfect. That's my boyfriend. This is so exciting, you guys. I'm so happy to be back in Rochester. I love Rochester so much. It's my home. I did comedy here for a couple of years, and then I moved to New York City 6 months ago. Thank you. No response. Perfect. Thank you. It's going great. It was a great career move. You know, I just pay a ton of money to live in a pile of trash. So, feeling good, loving every second. Has anyone ever been in New York City before? I'm sure you have. Yes. Mom, I remember. It was a couple days ago. Thank you. What's everyone's experience been there? Like, what did you feel about New York City? You can yell it out. Excitement, smelly, someone grabbed me. Perfect, okay. You got it right, you guys are right. You summed it up. You're like, the city of dreams, who's that touching my ass? Like, that's it, you know? Who is it? Oh, definitely a homeless man. Which I love, I love. But I've been there for 6 months, and I moved there right before it turned to winter, to terrible winter time. So maybe this is why, but I've been there for about 6 months, and I have not gotten any street harassment, which, street harassment is bad, so, like, it's a relief, but also strangely hurtful, I anticipated a little more. Especially because that's like what everyone says about New York City. Like, oh my God, the street, it's horrible. You can't walk down the street. And I'm like, I'm walking down the street just fine, okay? Why did no one choose me, Mama? Why? I certainly did show off my ankles today, I thought. And maybe Dennis would say something, but not even Dennis. I don't know what to do, Life is hard, And I was thinking that, I was like, man, I haven't gotten very much street harassment. It's like kind of weird. And then as I was thinking that, I was walking to the train as in if a gift from God up above, right as I was thinking that, a man yelled for me across the street and he said, "Hey, ma'am!" Which already I was like, are we betrothed? I don't know. What a romantic thing to say. He said, "Hey, ma'am." And then, probably the only time that this has ever been said after ma'am, he said, "That looks like an ass I'd like to eat." The thought, I put it on my website. Madelein Smith, an ass I'd like to eat, stand-up comedian, very bad wife. Those are my credits. I got it a lot worse up here in Rochester. I got a lot worse street harassment because like a Rochester 8, maybe. Okay, you don't have to laugh. It's not a joke, thanks. Okay, I said that I was doing a show out in Dansville, and I was like, I'm like a Rochester 8, and this guy was like, I'm a Dansville 10, bitch, okay? You should be so lucky. Also, he had one eye, so I mean, you know what I mean? I was like, all bodies are beautiful, but when you saw me with your eye, what was your first thought? You know what I mean? So I'm like a Rochester 8, Dansville 10, New York City, -5. Just fine, I've come to terms with it, but I got the street harassment a lot worse here. And I'll tell you guys a story about a time that I got very bad street harassment, and you can tell me what you think, and tell me if you feel like it was a romantic evening. I was out at the Jazz Fest. You guys all know the Jazz Fest, right? The International Jazz Fest, supposed to be very classy, very cultured. I was there at 2 a.m., so it was not so classy anymore. And I was with my friend, and ladies in the crowd, I'm sure that many of you have a friend like this. I was with my friend, and she was dancing, and she was throwing up. Just a little. Just a little bit. And I was like, Erica, we gotta go. And she was like, I love blurred lines. And I was like, this song's kind of about rape, Erica. Sure, everyone has a friend like that. And her name legally has to be Erica. So I was waiting outside this bar for Erica to get her life together. When I was approached, you guys, I was approached by the most romantic young gentleman. I was approached by a young squire. And he came up to me and he said something so sweet, so beautiful. Let me tell you what he said. He said, hey, do you want to watch me put my dick on things?
Jesus Christ.
What'd you say?
Say more.
That's exactly what I said too. How did you know? I was like, things? What things, you know? Because before I commit to this, I just want to know what things, like a chopping block, of course, always. Every day, every man, all the time, except for, not my dad, but. Or my brother. Everyone else, maybe my husband, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how he does. We'll see how he does. We'll see how he does this weekend. We'll see how much money he makes. Kind of a joke, not really. So I was like, what things? What, tell me what things. And he said, I'm gonna put my dick on everything. And he did this motion to signify the planet Earth. Every continent, And then he said, starting with your face. No, men are scum. No, who said that? Starting with your face. And I was like, my face? My face? Oh, well, don't I feel like the belle of the balls? Me? Little old me? Oh, whatever hath I done to deserve such an honor, I didn't know what to say. It was so romantic. I was like, oh, I'll call my mom. I'll tell her I finally found the one. Mother, prepare my dowry. He's here. And they say that knights in shining armor don't exist anymore. Like, well, he's right here on Easton Alexander. So I was like, okay, all right, okay, I didn't know what to say. I started to walk away. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that you have never been touched by a woman. Okay, bye. Which, just so you know, just so all you know, that was not the right thing to say. You shouldn't say something like that because he got very mad. He got very upset. And he went over to his friends, who was like 2 feet away. He was like, screw her, screw her anyway. She's a fat bitch. I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't realize, you guys, that there was a weight requirement for a penis. Upon the face, against my porcelain cheek. But I'm too fat to ride the ride, Shut. And And then his friend came up to me, because you know how it is, guys. You gotta defend your bra, right? You gotta defend your bra. He knows. Came up to me, and he said, "Hey, bitch," which is my Christian name. Madelein Bitch Smith. "Hey, bitch, learn to take a compliment." Learn to take a compliment, baby. I was like, oh my God, oh, so crazy. I've been giving compliments wrong my whole life. You know, if I knew that that's how you pick up a man, if I knew that that's how you give a good, clean, Christian compliment, I would be like, "Hey, Dennis, you're crossing your arms, you seem angry, so this is gonna be perfect for crowd work. Dennis, I really like your hat. I love how you're supporting comedy. I love how you look like you wish I was dead. Do you mind, Dennis, if I place just one labia? The longer one. Or the shorter one, whichever. Dealer's choice. Against your beautiful porcelain cheek. Dennis, don't be coy. What do you think, Dennis? Dennis. This is a lot more quiet than he usually is. I did comedy in Rochester for 4.5 years, and this is the only time that Dennis has not screamed out during a show. Dennis, I hate to say this, but you know, just learn to take a fucking compliment. Ever heard of a compliment? Okay. I love you, Dennis. Thank you so much for coming out. Imagine if, oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you clapped, because I was starting to be like, is he alive? Like a Weekend at Bernie's type situation. Wouldn't it be funny if she did this to a dead guy? Like Chris Blanchett. Put him there. Just prop him up. You know? I don't think Madelein will really have a lot of trauma. Thank you. I love you, Dennis. I love you so much. I mentioned before that I do have a husband. I am married. Thank you. I just celebrated 3 years of marital bliss. Thank you. We are making it work by banging other people. What? But like a little. My husband was like, well, what if we do an open relationship? And I was like, sure. And then he was like, I'm too shy to like find a lady. And he was like, you find one and bring her back. And I was like, why are men so bad at everything? So we like went out to a bar, and I was like, you know, and I'm a bisexual lady, so we can be honest about that. But thank you, one other person who's bisexual. I'm a bisexual lady, so I do have experience with picking up women. I have had some sexual relations with ladies, but it was mainly in college, because I feel like in college at SUNY Fredonia, everyone is bisexual, you know? Especially because I was like a musical theater major, so everyone's like listening to Sondheim, watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, having sex with girls with purple hair. They don't care, you know? We're drinking UV blue. That's just, you know? That's just what's happening. That's just what's happening. And my husband was like, we were talking about about it, and he was like, I want to be in like a fun, like open relationship, but I'm kind of nervous, and I don't really know how to pick up ladies, and I feel so shy. And he was like, you do it. I can't do anything in this world. And I was like, I'll do it. But then I realized it's so hard for me now as a 28-year-old woman, because I don't know how to go about doing it, especially because I don't really drink anymore, and I want to be like a gentleman about it, but I don't know how to like approach a woman like holding a glass of water and be like, Madame, oh, would you care to be finger blasted? Mom, no! Mom, come back! Up tonight. No, it's okay. I'm sure it's nothing personal, right? She's right at that moment. She was like, I just have to go to the bathroom. I don't know. She'll be back, right? Okay, she'll be back. Okay. It's fine. She'll be back. We'll talk about it when she comes back. We'll pick up where we left off. We don't want her to miss this. Would you care to be finger blasted? My husband shan't be participating, but you will hear him breathing heavily behind this curtain. I didn't know how to do it, so then so he brought a lady home. It was very romantic. He was like, "Oh, I'm so nervous," blah blah blah, and I was like, I love you. You're so important to me, but do I literally have to put your penis in for you? Because not gonna do it, So I felt like a cheerleader. I was like, do it. And then I was like, I'll just leave the room. I'll just go. You guys have a good time. So it's cool. So yeah, we've been trying to do the open relationship thing. It's a little bit complicated because I just want to be a big slut, but then I also, right? I mean, that's really what I want. But then I also want to cultivate a happy relationship. So it's like there's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The one thing that I will say for it that's fun though is now I get to experience what single women experience, which is like going on a tour of single dudes' apartments, which is a tour that I never bought a fucking ticket for. And I don't want to be on, So I was like going on this tour, and ladies, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I hate to speak generally. But I have noticed in single dudes apartments, there's a few things that there have to be. Dial soap, a must. Legal. Oh, you're back. Okay. Food. You got some food. Nice. Okay. She can handle it. She's very liberal. Did you know that about my mom? She's very liberal. She voted for Hillary Clinton every day of her life. Okay? Even when there's not an election, she wakes up, she makes her own ballot. And she's like, Hillary, she won. She won in our house. So as a side note, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, single dudes apartments is a scary place. Dial soap, a must, thank you. Some dudes even go so far as to have pubes in the dial soap to convey that they've lived a life, To convey that they've lived. They're like, I don't care who the hell's coming over. This is me, okay? This is me. This is real. You're like, okay. I wish it wasn't. There's one book. There can only be one book. Only one book is allowed. It's Catcher in the Rye, okay? It's like, I really relate to Holden Caulfield. You're like, I'm gonna die tonight. This is where I die tonight. And pillowcases, not a thing. This is their truth. Okay, this is their truth. I tried to write that same thing about women. I was like, and women also have problems too. And then I couldn't think of anything. I was like, their apartments usually smell good. It wasn't really a joke. It's just like a TED talk about my experiences. But I really do. I love to be married. I think it's very nice. It's just nice. It's nice to have a best friend. It's nice to have a partner who can help you out with things. I know this is embarrassing to admit, but I don't know what to do when a car breaks down. And I know as a strong feminist woman, I should just rip the tire off with my teeth, as Susan B. Anthony would have wanted. But I don't know how to do that in my car. My car broke down after I did a show in North Tonawanda, which I don't know if anyone has been there before. Yeah. It's a suburb of Buffalo, north of Tonawanda, where they just push all the white trash. I'm so sorry if your family's from there. They're like, you guys can make some meth. Okay, here's your town. And that's it. So I didn't really want my car to be stuck there, you know? It wasn't the ideal place for my car to be stuck. So I was like, oh no, what am I gonna my car? What am I gonna do? And thankfully though, in my car was my husband and two of his friends. And they were all drunk. Drunk, straight, white men. The most confident of men. The most helpful of men. And they got very excited. They were like, oh, Madelein, don't worry. We learned about this in man school, okay? Okay, don't worry. It's your battery, it's your alternator, it's your carburetor. You know, I'm just gonna, I think I'll just stick my penis in it. I think I'll just... You're screaming like as if that someone's done that to your car. It really fucked up my car! Who is this banshee? I love it. They're so excited, I love it. So they're like, Madelein, don't worry, put it into neutral and we'll push it. Great. So I put it into neutral and they did. They pushed it into another person's car. The piece de resistance. And I was like, so helpful, thank you. I didn't know what to do, so I got it towed the next day. And I found that for me, conversely from straight men, when I go into a car repair shop, I set back the whole gender, because I don't want to pay money for things. So I became like a 1940s housewife, because I didn't know what to do, and I was like, oh geez, boys. Well, I don't know much about automobiles, you see. All I know about is baking pies and love making with my mouth. I was okay choking myself there. I was really choking myself. And they were like, ma'am, put your mouth away. Nobody asked for that in here. And they knocked it down for me, so it was great. I do think I have to leave, and your headliner, I love her so much. She's so funny. I'm excited for you to see her, so I'll just do, I'm gonna just close with this weird thing, which is where I tell you guys that my favorite pop star is Nicki Minaj. What do you guys think about that? Okay, all right, Nicki Minaj. We got some Nicki Minaj fans in here. That's awesome. Mom and dad, perfect, great. I love Nicki Minaj. She's very dirty. She's a very dirty rapper, so you can't share her with everyone in your life. Like, I wanted to share her with my grandma, but she's not really grandma appropriate. So I decided what I was gonna do was I was gonna cover Nicki Minaj raps, but as Julie Andrews, Mary Poppins, for those of you who don't know. And I'm gonna do a little for you right now, and then I'm gonna get, thank you for one person being excited. Then I'm gonna leave, but you guys have been an amazing crowd. Thank you so much for coming out and seeing the show at Photo City. This is like the light of my life. I love it so much. Female comedians and Woody. So. Really fun. This is really good. Okay, so I'm gonna do it for you now. I'm gonna do the monster verse. It's covered by Julie Andrews. And my parents did pay for me to go to school for musical theater. which they don't regret. Well, of course, when I got out of school, I was much chagrined to find that the musical theater factory was not hiring. But you know, it worked out. It worked out. It's fine. Okay, this is it. Pull up in the monster automobile gangster with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka. Yeah, I'm in the Tonka, color of Willy Wonka. You can be the king, but watch the queen conquer. Okay, first things first, I'll eat your brains. Then I'ma start rocking gold teeth and fangs, cause that's what a motherfucking monster do. Hairdresser from Milan, that's a monster do. Monster just have a heel, that's a monster shoe. Young Money is the roster and the monster crew. And I'm all in the bank with a funny face. And if I'm fake, I ain't notice, cause my money ain't. Thank you, Julia.